Isaac, first of all, congratulations on getting that far. Can you talk a little bit about how you've progressed from year to year, and what do you attribute your state championships at 103 and 113 to?
The process of all of it is just hard work and determination and dedication. There's no part of this sport that you can't just dedicate only 50% to, or just work half-assed at. You got to put all 100 to 200% into this sport, and this sport isn't easy.
And what are some of the things that you were able to do to dedicate yourself to that sport?
A few things to dedicate to it was that I had to put the time in and put the hard work into it. It's not a sport where you can just show up and go through the process. It's a sport that takes time to learn one thing. And then after you've mastered that, you got to move on to the next thing and then spend 5 years learning that. It's not going to take 2 months to 3 months to learn something. It's going to take a year to even get just the basic of it down, and then from the basics to work to the next part of it.
This is going to be your third consecutive year that you're moving up in weight classification. You went from 103, then 113, and now you're looking to move up to 126. What do you attribute your success to at each of those different weight classifications, and how do you have to make the adjustment?
I have to just maintain my weight and just make sure that I'm doing everything that I can to keep myself and to keep my weight down to a respectable spot, and to make sure that I'm not pushing my body to the limits of breaking, but at the same time pushing it towards where I know how far my body can handle it.
How do you stay hungry to continue to win the state titles after you won in 103 and then 113? And what improvements did you make, and how did you get from point A to winning the state title, basically?
I knew that my freshman year wasn't going to be too great because I was one of the smallest ones here. And after that, I knew that I was going to start growing, and it finally came to me, and I was actually I weighed a pretty good amount for 103, and I stuck with it, and it stuck with me.
So between your freshman and sophomore year, that was kind of a transition, or you had to kind of a little bit of a learning curve then?
Yeah, it was more of a learning experience than a time to just dwell on it and just see the downfall of being one of the smarter guys. But then at the same time, it became my uprising.
How much mat time did you put in, and how much do you attribute that mat time to the success that you were able to have?
I put in a lot of mat time, probably every day, except for maybe Sundays, but even on Sunday I'm doing something. There's not a day where I'm not going to not do anything.
And how much do you feel like you've improved between this year and last year? Obviously you got a chance to even put in more mat time in the summer, and then also knowing that you're going up to possibly 120, 126 weight classification. What kind of adjustments do you have to make in order to make those that transition successful?
Adjustments is just gonna have to play out these next few weeks. I'm gonna, for the first dual tournament that's gonna be here in Helena, I'm gonna go 26 for it, and then the one that's gonna be in Butte for the Mining City Duels, I'm gonna go 20. And to see where that plays out, I'm gonna see how I do at 26 and how I do at 20, and then I'll determine where I go from there.
What are some of your early goals this year as it pertains to like your footwork, etc.? Anything in particular you would really like to kind of improve from the beginning?